Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's say our praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala due to all of His rahmat, taufik, and hidayah upon all of us. Salawat and salam and everlasting be upon our great Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who had guided and led us from dark into shining bright path. The honorable ladies and gentlemen, and all the audience, today I would like to introduce a culture mix between Japanese and Islamic culture. The Ruatan tradition is one example of cultural acculturation between Java and Islam. Acculturation itself is the mixing of two or more cultures that meet and influence each other. Ruatan is said to be a tradition because it is a habit that is carried out from generation to generation and continuously. Ruatan is a legacy of one side of Javanese life which is held or becomes a custom because Ruatan is considered sacred. The word Ruat is released as for the Ruat, Ngaruat, Rumuat means to release evil spirits. More certain is to free, release, and save. Ruatan is a ceremony performed by a person or group of a people to free Surakarta from bad luck and the threat of calamity. Surakarta or Raden is a certain weakness that is believed to invite disaster that threaten happiness and existence. There are two kinds of Surakarta, those attached to humans and those attached to society or the environment. Surakarta that is attached to humans or to environment must be cleansed, otherwise it will be fall prey to Batarakala. Ruatan itself actually comes from the pewayangan story in the ancient Javanese tradition. Batarakala is actually a puppet character, but by the ancient community it is believed as if it exists in everyday life. From various kinds of Surakarta, usually people who want to get rid of expel evil spirit by staging wayang kulit art with the theme of Murwakala play. However, in the present of modern age, Ruatan has undergone many changes in activities and methods, but doesn't reduce the essence of the Ruatan. Human with Surakarta can basically be grouped into several groups, namely, first, because congenital defects, for example, midgets or kerdil. Second, people with Surakarta do negligence, for example, people who sweep at night, people who like to throw garbage under the bed. Thirdly, people who have Surakarta due to accidents in their work, for example, someone who knocks down a dandang, a place to cook rice. The three classes of Surakarta must be eliminated by the Ruat, otherwise it will become the target of Batarakala. There are several types of Ruatan. First, periodic Ruatan. Is Ruatan carried out in the month of Suro or Muharram by Larung Jolan to the south coast, Sedekah Laut. There is also Sedekah Bumi or with kenduri together with local residents. Second, Ruatan once in a lifetime is usually done only once in a lifetime of a person being circumcised, namely an only child, a twin pair, two girls, Gergerlawang, two boys. This circumcision by performing puppets with the Murwakala play with a note that the circumcised child is better than before marriage. Ruatan bioenergy is simplified ruatan which usually has to perform wayang kulit with the Murwakala play. But ruatan doesn't need to be enough to go to a real puppeteer, and this ruatan is usually done by people who have a lot of problems or just want to clean themselves so that their lives become blessed and calm. Among several Javanese traditions that have experienced acculturation with Islam is ruatan. The Islamic cultural side enters through a long process of continuous acculturation. For Javanese people, especially Cilacap, Ruatan is a tradition that has been cultivated. Ruatan is not only done by the Kejawen community but also by the Muslim community. This ruatan is actually an invitation to get closer to God of the universe so that safety is given in life. The Islamic side of ruatan varies, but in general, it's formed to reflect Islamic values such as alms, recitation, salawat, zikiran, manakiban, and circumcision are forms of Islamic action, meaning that even though the name is ruatan, the substance is zikir, salawatan, recitation, alms, and circumcision. The Islamic side, which actually includes Islam actions, is allowed. There are no elements of shirk, kufarat, and superstition. Meanwhile, ruatan in this original form, which still believes in the existence of Batarakala and Sukerto for certain people, is still considered an idolatry. The group that consider ruatan as an act of shirk must look at a more comprehensive aspect of it, including the process of acculturation between two cultures that have been going on for a very long time, then form a tradition and practice by the community. No matter what the culture is, as long as it doesn't deviate from the teaching of Islam and we can still preserve Indonesian culture, there is nothing wrong if we continue to maintain this. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.